Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about, yes, you guys have guessed it, swing trading stocks. We did sell out of one of our positions today, and we still made, a little over about $800 off this trade. So we're going to be talking about our strategy and our approach behind it. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. And guys, tomorrow is going to be the last day for the 50% off code for our amazing swing trading school where you guys can learn to trade. So make sure you guys check it out down below. You guys can use code Halloween to get 50% off. So check it out. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat. But more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get rich quick. It's not alerts or anything like that. This teaches proper ways, proper strategies to trade stocks. So check it out down below. And guys, let's jump into this here. So the stock that we sold out here is ticker symbol TXN here. So let's break down first why we bought it, and then we will talk about why we sold it here. So in simple terms here, what do we notice here about this stock? It has this really, really good trend line, right? It hits this line several times, establishing good support, right? It hits it, buying pressure, hits it, buying pressure. Now, basic support and basic resistance, right? You guys will notice heavy resistance up here, hits it several times, and we get good sell-off each and every time. So in simple terms, you want to buy on support and sell at resistance. So how do you know when to buy? Because the last thing you want to do is buy a stock and have it continue to get more sell-off, right? So there's some things you guys can do. The first thing is looking at the RSI, which is the relative strength index. This in simple terms pretty much tracks momentum. So if historically with this stock here, anything under about a 35 is considered an undervalued point for the RSI. So given right here, the RSI was near and around about a 36. The last time he was trading for a 36 was back in here and here. And honestly, the RSI, it's not something that has to be set in stone where you only take positions if it's under a 35. No, there is some flexibility with it. I do think, more importantly, I think that the entry would give us more indication. So let's look at that here. Looking at the hourly chart here, one of the things you guys will notice once it loads up, because I don't know what's going on. So one of the things here you guys will notice here is it had this good trend line here, right? Look at this. Each and every time, it's sold off down this trend, we just had good selling pressure. So we got in on that breakout here. Actually, we didn't even get that good of a fill. You guys will see all this trading was after hours and we couldn't get an order in. Or not couldn't, but it's always riskier anyway. So we waited for the morning. It hit that 200-day moving average line, establishing support. So now my thought process was this: entering here on that 200-day moving average line on the hourly, setting our stop loss just below it for a possible push back up to those resistance levels, gives a risk and reward of about 4 to 1. So risking $1 to make $4. So how do you know when to sell? So you guys will notice that this stock here formed a really, really good trend line, right? It hits this line several times here, establishing good buying pressure. You guys will see, boom, hits it, buying pressure, hits it. And then what do we notice here? It broke down through that trend line here. So that's kind of where we got out. We started thinning out this position, and then by the time it was through that 90-day moving average line, we are out. And the stock has continued to actually get a little rebound here later in the afternoon. But more importantly here, since it's underneath that 200-day moving average line on the hourly, you guys can see historically when it does that, that is a very bearish thing for the stock to do. So we just want to get out. We were up on our money, and so it's just easier to do that. So the thing about trading is, yes, with this trade here, percent wise, we only made about 3%, 2-3%. But in hindsight, what makes up a successful trader isn't these massive returns, right? You'll never be the one that buys at the peak bottom and sells at the peak top. It's very, very difficult to do that. But more importantly here, what makes a successful trader successful is those 1, 2, 3% returns that just compound over the course of a year. So the great thing about trading is the profit I made today can be used as a leverage on my next trade. It has a very, very good compounding effect, especially if you guys have good risk management skills. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you guys check out our school and use code Halloween for 50% off. And I'll see you guys in there, and take care.